Hello everyone. Today I am going to demonstrate the session on how to execute the script on mobile device using the Appium. So here I am using the programming language C Sharp. For using C Sharp programming language, I will execute the script on the mobile device using Appium. If you see in the earlier sessions, I have used Java programming language to execute the script on the mobile device. Open the Visual Studio. Click on File, New Project. So here I am selecting a console application. So initially you can go with the console application. Once you are familiar with Appium, you can go with any other, like you can go with class library or so. Here there is a test. Click on this unit test project, and you can go with a unit test project for creating the script. So right now I am not integrating the Appium script with MS Test or NUnit or MB unit or some other unit testing framework. So right now I am selecting the console application, just writing the code script in a simple format in the main method. So once you are familiar, you can go with writing in any unit testing framework. So select the console application. So here I am testing the application Bank app. So once a template is created with the class program, so three things you need to be added. Okay, fine. Before working with Appium, so you need to set the environment for Appium. The few things are there you need to install. Even though you are working on C Sharp, so you need to install Java, since working with Appium requires Android SDK, and Android SDK internally requires Java. So install Java, and once Java is installed, set the path for Java, and install Android SDK, set the path for Android SDK, and install Appium server. So you can get this information, the installation process, from the below two blocks, two sites. So both Android SDK and Appium server runs on Java. That is the reason you need to install the Java. Even though you are working with C Sharp or Python or Ruby or any programming, any Appium binding with any programming language, you need to install both, even Java as well. So once the setup is done, so you have launched the Visual Studio, and we need to set the references for WebDriver DLS. So this is the setup process. So you get it from here and here. You access both the sites. So Visual Studio is already installed on my machine. I launched the Visual Studio. Now I need to set the DLS or WebDriver. So click on references. Add references. So I have already downloaded the Selenium.NET package, Selenium.NET. So click on browse. Click on browse button. So here is the path where I have downloaded. Let me show. So this is the Selenium.NET zip file. I have downloaded it from the seleniumhq.org and extracted the zip file. Here it contains .NET 3.5 and 4.0. So I am installing the Selenium DLL file for .NET 4.0. So here select the WebDriver DLL. So if you see the references, let me cancel it. So initially when I open the references, there is no Selenium WebDriver DLS over here. So let me add the references. So select all the jar file, all the DLLs which are present in the folder. Click add button, and here you can see the DLLs which are been added as part of the references. So once it is added, you can see here, over here in the part of the references. So here you can see that it is added as part of the references. So we are done with installing, adding the WebDriver DLLs. The second one is we need to install the JSON.NET. So this is required when you are working with a WebDriver Appium, WebDriver C# with Appium. So once the WebDriver DLLs are installed, next step is need to install the JSON.NET. So for this, click on the references, click on manage NuGet packages. So here just click on JSON.NET. So here you can see the JSON.NET. So just click on install button. So once it is installed, you can see the green button. This package is already installed. So click on close button. Okay. So as part of the references, you can see JSON is added as part of the references. So we are done with WebDriver DLLs and JSON.NET as part of the added as part of the references. So next one we need to add Appium. The same procedure. So click on manage NuGet package. Click here and type Appium. Okay. So Appium WebDriver. Click on install button. So this will be installing the Appium WebDriver DLLs. This will be adding the Appium WebDriver DLLs as part of the references. So once it is added, Appium WebDriver, you can see it is shows this package is already installed. Okay. So now click on the close button, and here you can see Appium.NET drivers. Let me start with writing the program for testing the Bank app. So I directly have a code. I'm importing the Selenium DLLs and even the Selenium packages and even the Appium packages. Okay. So next step is how imported the package for Selenium. These are for the Selenium, and these are for the Appium. Okay. So if you are working with mobile device for executing the script for Android device, so you need to use Appium driver. If you are working with web applications on the desktop web application, you are using the WebDriver. So I am working with the mobile devices. Appium driver supports mobile device for both iOS and Android, but the program which I am writing is for the Android device. So you need to add desired capabilities by showing what is the package, app package, and what is the URI, Appium server URI. So these are the desired capabilities. Directly I am adding the desired capabilities. So this desired capabilities will tell what is the device name, what is the platform version, and what is the platform name. So once desired capabilities have been added, just add the packages. So for executing the script on so these are the desired. I have set the desired capabilities for app package and app activity. I will tell you what is app activity and app package. So this one you can remove this one. So because it can get the app package from the com.expiry bank, it will get it from the app package. So you can remove this one and just add login activity. So here is the AirBank app which is installed on my Android mobile device. So when you open this application, the first page displayed is the login page. Okay. So you need to get the app package and activity for this AirBank app. So this is the app package and app activity. So you need to add this 2 lines for launching the application. This is for the launching the application, and this is for which activity you want to launch on this AirBank app. So once AirBank app is already installed on your device, so open the APK info. This is the APK info. This is the AirBank app. So open the APK info. Okay. Here you can see view apps and exit button. So click on view apps. So you can see what are all the installed apps on your mobile device. So this is the AirBank app which is installed on my device. Okay. So open this AirBank app using APK info. This app APK info is the app which I have downloaded from the Play Store. So this is required to view the app package name and activities for the corresponding application which you want to test. You can see the package name com.expiry_test@AirBank, and the activities. You can see multiple activities. So this is the package name, app package which you will be defining. So this is required to launch this. You need to specify a part of desired capabilities, because Appium, based on this package name, Appium will launch your application, AirBank application. So here you can see multiple activities. So in this, which activity you want to perform once the app is launched. So when you open any app, AirBank app, so the first activity is the login activity. So you need to add login activity as part of the app activity. So login activity, if you see com.expiry_test@expirybank.login activity. If you specify .login activity is also enough, because all this from here to here, it will pick it from the package name which we have added as part of the app package. Here you see app package. This is the package we have specified, and this is the app activity, the activity which you want to launch on your mobile device. So next step is connecting to the Appium driver and launching the application in your device, in your mobile device via Appium. So first we need to connect to the Appium and we need to launch the application. Okay. So here driver equal to new Appium driver, and Appium drivers on by default it runs on your local machine. So if you are running on other machine, you can specify you can update the IP address. So this IP address need to be specified in the Appium server. So this is by default running on 127.0.0.1 with port number 4723, and the services are running at wd/hub. I will show you where it is. So here you can see the Appium which I have already installed. So when I launch it, it will open the Appium server. Appium server is launched. You click on this Android setting button, and you click on setting button. So you can see this Appium server 127.0.0.1, but it is the default server address. I mean your local machine, and the port number 4723. Once it is added, so I need to open the AirBank app. So once you open the AirBank app, you can see the first activity is the login activity. So you need to get the path, XPath or ID or name or class, whatever it is. You need to get the object locator for the username or password and login button. So my simple test case is for logging into the application, and once I log in into the AirBank app, just I need to log out of the AirBank app. So for this I need to capture the object locator for username, password, login. Once I log in, I need to log out of the application. So for this we need to capture the object locator. For this, open the command prompt and just type UI Automator Viewer. This will be launching the UI Automator Viewer. With the help of UI Automator Viewer, we can inspect the elements on the AirBank app, and we can fetch the object locators for the corresponding fields. I mean username, password, and login button. So UI Automator Viewer is launched on my machine. So click on this icon. Okay. So for fetching the username, just mouse over to the field if you want to get the locator. Just mouse over onto the username. You can find here, you can identify by ID class, okay, and even you can use text as part of locator. So I am I'm copying the user ID. So object locator with ID and copying for the username. Password, I need to get the object locator for the password. So this is the ID for the password. Login button, similarly for the login button. So here you can see the login button. So once we log in into the application, we need to log out of the application. Oh, I need to log in into the application to set the object locator for the logout button. So in the username, I need to type the username. Username is company and password is also company. And click on login button. So here you can see logout button. So I need to capture the object locator for the logout button. Okay. Open the UI automator. So this page will not be refreshed even though you navigated into the, even though you log into the login page. Just refresh the page in the UI automator viewer. So once you refresh, here you can see the, just move your mouse onto the logout. Here you can see the ID for the logout button. Just I am placing the, okay. So here I need to type username in the username field. So for that I can use driver dot find element. Since I am using ID, so this is the ID, so I need to use by dot ID. So this is almost similar, like if you are familiar with Selenium WebDriver, so there we will be using driver dot find element by ID or spot or by name link. So we will be using locators. So the similar procedure is here. So here this driver is the Appium driver instance. And one more thing I forgot to add one more point here. While I am working on Android device, I am adding the Android device. So if you are working with Appium iOS device, you can have a iOS driver. Since I am working on Android device, I added the Android driver. So the driver similar to that of when you are working on the desktop web application, when you are working on Firefox, you will be having a Firefox driver. Similarly, when you are working on Chrome, you will be having a Chrome driver. Similarly, similar to that of when you are working on devices. So Android device, Android driver, iOS device, iOS driver. Okay. So by dot ID, just I am copying the ID. Dot send keys. This is for entering the text in the username field. Send keys, and I am entering the password also as company. Okay, so I entered username, password. I need to click on the login button. So since I need to click on the login button, so just I will call click method. Okay. Once I log in into the application, I will click on the logout button. You can click on logout button to log out of the application. So just I am adding thread dot save to check whether we are able to see the login page or not. As soon as the logout button is clicked, so the application will be closed. Okay. So I am adding some 5 seconds. Okay. Let me explain you in detail what we have done. So as we need to work on, I am working on Android device. So initially we need to create a, we need to declare Appium driver. So this Appium driver will work with, this is an work with Android iOS driver. So set the capabilities. So what are the device details, device name, platform version and platform name, and app package, add app package and app activity. So app package tells the Appium driver, so which application you need to launch. So this is the AirBank app which I need to launch, and the activity is the login activity. So once I launch the application, the first activity will be the login activity. So I added login activity and I am establishing the connection. So since I need to launch the application on my mobile device, so which can be done using a Appium. The request will be sent to the Appium server, and the capabilities, these are the capabilities which we have added. So with the help of capability, it will launch the application on the device, on my mobile device. So once the application is launched, AirBank application is launched, so I am clicking on the username, clicking on the, I am entering the username, entering the password, and click on login button. Once I log in into the application, click on the logout button. So for this, first you need to, for executing this program, first you need to launch, you need to start the Appium server. Click on this button. So click on start button, which will start the Appium server. So once the Appium server started, just run the script. So once the Appium server started, so you can launch the script. Okay. So here is the my mobile device. Let me start executing the script. So the request, the command will be sent to the Appium server, and it will execute the script on my mobile device. It will launch the AirBank app. So AirBank app is launched. It will enter the username. Okay. Next it will enter the password and click on the login button. Okay, something, have typed something wrong. Let me see what is the mistake I have done. Okay, let me see the send key. It's company O. I have missed A. Okay. So the password is not been changed properly. So let me re-execute the program. it launches the AirBank app. It will enter the username, password, and click on the login button. Once it will click on the login button, it will click on the logout button, and just add 5,000 seconds, it will close the application after 5 seconds. So let me re-execute my script again. So now the AirBank app will be launched. Okay, AirBank app is launched. It will enter the username. Okay, it will enter the password. It will click on login button. So once it click on the login button, it will click on the logout button. Okay, this is how the script works. So this AirBank app application you can download from the code.google.com. So I will share the URL from where you can download the AirBank app. Thanks for watching the demo. Have a nice day.